Well, hey there, YouTube fellow silver stackers, silver pourers, silver enthusiasts. AG Ender back again with you here for a final update of May, since this was all done or purchased in May. This was the final bit I got. Let's start off here with just a regular Roosevelt. I got that to refill the one I took out from my full roll for that Worry Stone pour. I also got another 6 of these kind of AU, possibly even BU dimes. A little too shiny there, too much light. Eventually I've got to work on my lighting, but I got 6 more of these, and I ended up getting a new tube here. We'll put those nice ones in there, along with my other 6 that I had before. And we'll work on a full tube of those. I do like the round clear one cases a little better, but this will make them a little more distinct on which dimes these are versus the other ones, as well as you can see here a quarter container. I got 6 of these kind of AU to BU quarters as well. There's 54s and 64s. There are those. So we'll throw those in here and keep them separate, so hopefully they stay nice and shiny. Now I do have a trade I'm working on with somebody, so I took a couple of Franklins out of my roll, or full roll, and here they are, a 61 and a 63. So those go back in here. This is once again full. I also picked up a Kennedy half here, and that will go in my Kennedy tube. That one's not quite half full yet, but those are typically easy to come by. Now, I also had these tubes here from the silver rounds I got to melt down for all of this, and I figured, you know what, my Morgans will fit in there pretty well. Now there's only 3. I know you all have seen me with a few more than that, but a couple of them are going to that trade I mentioned. And then there's this one that I'm going to keep separate just because it's in a whole lot better shape than any other ones that I've got. So there's that one. Of course, that's going to have to be marked with Morgan, and then this one here for the peace dollars. As you may have guessed, I've added a couple goals to my list. Hopefully I can fulfill those by the end of the year, but that would be a full roll of Morgans and a full roll of peace dollars. So that will probably take a little work, but we will get there. As you can see, I've still got a few pieces available if anyone is so inclined. Now this one I haven't started really polishing yet, but this one I did. I got almost all the pour lines out, but they're still there faintly. And there I am. And there's my camera. I had a real nice mirror finish on this one. It's almost not even able to focus as shiny as it is. There we go. That's a little bit better. But I've got the other style too, where it's got the real visible heavy lines. One thing I do like to do, if anyone is interested in any of these, I do give a final polish to all the pieces before I package them and ship them. Of course, there's the Oregon round here that the more I look at it, the more I want to keep it, but it will find itself a new home here eventually. Somebody out there will take a liking to it and jump on it. And of course, anyone interested with the price going down of silver in general, my prices have come down some too as well. It'd be a great time to pick up some work. These 2 bars I may melt down unless somebody likes them. They're not necessarily my favorite. They're a little bit flat, so things cool a little quicker than, say, the hexagons, where it's all kind of saturated in one spot. And the lines end up having a whole lot more motion in it. On to these last couple things, I guess, here. I guess I'm done with those. I did have one other question of the pourers out there. Get this little kind of funky spot in the middle on these, and I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of it. It's not on all of them, as you can see on these two, but it is on a few of them. But it's got kind of that splotch right in the middle. See if I can get a focus here. There we go. You can see that there, kind of a splotch. But they don't all do it, and I'm unsure where that comes from. So any help anyone can offer there would be great. I did pick up my first proof. It is a little scuffed up, so it's not the perfect mint condition proof we all like to see, but it is a proof nonetheless, and it's an 02 Mississippi quarter. Like I said, it's not the gem mint, out of the mint, perfect, never been touched kind of quarter, but hey, it's still a proof, and it's the first one I've got, so that will go in my collection. And then final piece, the LCS owner, he's been putting some things aside for me, usually barber stuff, because he knows I'm trying to fill up a couple rolls, and he happened to have this that obviously it's not perfect. They're all circulated, but you got all 1908. You got the Indian head, you got the V nickel or Liberty nickel, got the barber dime, the barber quarter, and the barber half. I mean, the half's a little beat up, quarter's a little beat up, but you get to that dime, it's in pretty good shape. V nickel's not too bad, and the Indian head is in pretty good shape as well. So it's definitely something somebody put together after the fact, but it's still cool nonetheless, and it was a good price, basically just paying for the silver cost. But I think that will do it. Hopefully I get to some more pouring. I do have a new mold on the way that if some of these pieces don't sell, they will turn into that, but I'm going to keep that a little quiet for now. When I pour it and get that on video, that's when I'll show it off to everybody. So for now, thank you all for the likes, shares, comments, subscriptions, any help you've given me along the way, whether that's in the way of tips and constructive criticism and assistance in pouring or in stacking, or if that's in picking up a piece that I've made and adding it to your collection. It's all greatly appreciated, and a whole lot more than I thought as I began this journey on YouTube and silver stacking just around 4 months ago, maybe 5 now. But I'm working my way along with the help of everyone out there. It's a great community. So for now, until next time, thank you again. A.G. Enders signing off. Have a good night.